Dude, what would happen on this week's episode of Cartoon Buffoons? I'm Wyatt, and who is here with me today as always?
Hello, I'm Morgan, and I was a guest at the hotel from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
And then who is our very special guest for today's episode?
I am ex-CN Real clientele, Isaac.
Cool, all right. Now you have to explain if that's real or not.
Yeah, so I'm freshly 25. So when CN Real was happening about 2009, I was about 9 years old. So it was specifically made for dumb idiot kids like me.
Right.
But honestly, the two shows we're talking about today are the only two shows I remember from CN Real.
Yeah, you don't remember Brain Rush.
No.
Which we talked about last time. You don't remember the Other Siders. Or Bobby Says.
When you said, we're going to do Bobby Says someone else, I went, what the fuck is Bobby Says?
Yeah. Well, good thing that is lost media or something. Like, I just can't find any episodes of it. It was only 6 episodes. Bobby J. Thompson. There you go. That's the name of the kid. Apparently only a year younger than me. Born 1996. So
when I looked into it a little bit, I found out that kid is also one of my favorite people on earth because he was Stanley on Cory in the House. And that scene when he's chased by the skeleton is one of the funniest videos on the internet.
So good. That's good. Yeah. So anyway, we're here to talk about these two shows. We're here to talk about this is going to be the last of the CN Real saga because the other shows, Bobby's World, or not Bobby's World, Bobby's World, Bobby Says and Survive This, cannot find episodes of them. So fuck them. We don't need to talk about it.
I am never happy about lost media until right now. I think it's really good that some media is fucking lost.
Yeah. This is good. So we're just going to talk about these. It's going to be, I get he is, I'm looking it up, Bobby J. Thompson. He was also LeMilton in the Smoking with Cigarettes episode of The Boondocks. So the Halloween.
Yeah, he was in a lot of shit.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was
he's on Ellen.
Halloween parody. Yeah. I was bringing that up because we talked about that,
Yeah, Smoking with Cigarettes. That's episode really good. Yeah.
But, we're here to talk about Dude, What Would Happen? And Destroy, Build, Destroy. So everybody buckle the fuck in. Or, when it's time to party, we will party hard.
Just a fair warning to everyone out there. If you're like, Morgan, you were really down on the last episode. You're going to feel better now? No.
No.
Wrong. No, I'm not. No.
So you don't have any history with these shows, do you, Morgan?
I have history of these shows.
Okay. You watched them?
I thought they were fucking stupid.
Uh-huh.
And I thought people who liked them were fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was young. And I was like, wow, okay, cool. The thing is, though, and I hate to say this, when these shows came out, I was, having sex, right?
Yeah.
And I think that has something to do with it. I think, actively getting the attention of girls and doing stuff, with my gay ass.
Yeah.
Some of the what?
I was going to say, in Survive This, some of those kids were also having sex, so that's the...
for Jesus Christ.
That is not me speculating, by the way. That's
But things though,
oh my God.
I had a balance of, I would date and stuff and also go home and watch cartoons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that felt fine to me. Going home after a date and watching, Ed and Eddie or something was cool. That was all right. Flapjack, whatever. Going home after a date or a hookup and watching and seeing Dude What Happened was on made me feel infantile. I was like, yeah, no, absolutely fucking not. And I was like, maybe I was mean to these shows. Wrong. I was not mean to these shows. I was correct.
Yeah, they are much worse than I remember. And I don't remember them super fondly. I just remember
it's
being
crazy
that
how
was
it
a weird thing that happened. Yeah. It just makes me think, I mean, first of all, we should talk about something that we didn't talk about last episode. These are all made during the writer's strike.
Yeah.
So that's why they exist. is that so that they didn't have to like pay, like they didn't have to go through the trouble of like making a non-union show or whatever that was like a cartoon. Basically the only reason that these exist and why they just vanished as soon as they came was because of writer's strike reasons, and they tried to make it like a marketing thing. And then there are like Destroy Build Destroy actually did stick around for a bit. It aired for a few years, and there were a few more live action shows that aired on Cartoon Network, but none of them like were CN real shows, you know. So like Incredible Crew, or like what was that other one, Level Up, you know, like those shows
like,
are not, those aren't considered CN real shows. Or Tower Prep.
Yeah,
you know,
and like I guess we'll talk about it at the end of this, like about like some of the events that led up to the CN real stuff, because we haven't talked about like the Moon and Night Panic or any of that shit, but we should.
Right.
But yeah, I guess let's. Isaac, what's your? I guess you talked about it.
So I vividly remember thinking it's called Cartoon Network. Why am I watching real people? But also thinking that Andrew WK was kind of cool. So I do vividly remember watching the premiere of Destroy Build Destroy, and thinking like, okay, it's not bad. I don't know, like we'll get to Destroy Build Destroy when we get to Destroy Build Destroy, when we get to it. But I remember thinking like at the time thinking it was actually kind of a fun show, and what would happen? I was actually really stoked about, because for me, okay, again, I was 8. Give me a fucking break. I didn't think MythBusters was a real show. Like, I would see Mythbusters at school and think, that's really cool. But did I know how to watch it? No. I thought it was exclusively like a school thing. So I saw it do what I have to go, I can watch this at home. I can watch this after playing Game Boy.
I don't know if we could give it to you on being 8. I don't know if we could give it to you for being 8. Nah. You gotta hold that weight. No,
I admit, I was stupid. But, like, again, like, I didn't know what the hell the Discovery Channel was.
Yeah.
Isaac, can I admit the funniest thing you ever told me before on this podcast as a little embarrassing to you?
Go for it.
I was talking to Isaac one time, and Isaac said, I think it's weird that Michael Jackson did a cover of the Alien Ant Farm song. And it wasn't a joke. You were so serious. I was like, Isaac, do you think Alien Ant Farm made Smooth Criminal first and Michael Jackson then did it later? And it was maybe the funniest moment of my entire life.
I do not. That is not a high. Honestly, I completely forgot that happened. Yeah. I completely forgot that fucking happened.
It was like top 10 funniest moments of my life. I was like having a great time when you said that.
You were playing Michael Jackson's Moonwalker on the Sega Genesis, and we're like, wow, this Alien Ant Farm song in the first level is really good.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. But yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh my, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, no, so I guess we're gonna start. I think we said we're gonna start with Do What Would Happen. So I guess we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Do What Would Happen. I remember thinking when I was younger, this show is cool. It's about 3 guys who just like, come up with like random shit. Like, dude, what would happen if we did this? And I thought that show was cool. I went back to it. Holy shit, this show sucks.
Yeah,
like it's it's so annoying. I don't like any of them. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and say some stuff too, but oh my god.
Yeah, this show, I don't know if it's worse than The Other Siders, because that one was just excruciating to watch because it was so stupid and like manufactured, with the children being like, yeah, we're pretty sure there are ghosts here, and then like nothing happening in an episode. It just made you realize how fucking boring ghost shows are. But this it's just like the only way that I was able to like rationalize and enjoy this was realizing that it's 100% completely fiction. Like, it's not a reality show. It's just like it's a cartoon with characters with the framing of a reality show. Because like I watched the first episode first, because I always like to do that with, whatever show. And in the first episode, they really are trying to convince you that this random shitty junkyard car that they got in order to demolish like throughout the episode is like one of the main guy's cars, like his actual car that he drives around. And it's just like too much of a bridge to cross, even if you're a dumb child. Like maybe like if you're like under 10 years old, you can rationalize that and be like, yeah, that seems legit that that's his car and that it's bad. But if you're like 14, like I was when these shows came out and watching it, and you're like super cynical and annoying as fuck, then you're just gonna watch it and be like, no, that's just a junk car.
Real.
Yeah, this isn't real. Seeing real isn't real. Which is why it was so easy to believe Cody and his insane conspiracy about Brain Rush being fake.
I think outside of like how fake the show is, right? Which is like, I honestly don't care about it. Like it's a reality TV show. All of them are fake. Mm-hmm. This was maybe, and Destroyed but Destroyed to a degree, the most gendered shows I've ever seen, and it was befuddling how gendered these shows were.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for how gendered these shows were. And I think it's fair to say a lot of Cartoon Network cartoons had like a for boys energy to them, right?
Sure.
But I don't think it was so hard and fast, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
These shows were
like
in no way
that era, though. I think like, well, I guess never mind, because we get Adventure Time and regular show after that, and those are pretty like dudes rock kind of shows.
The thing is, but like regular show like moves away from it and like has like something to say positively or negatively about it, right? And so does Adventure Time, even if I think it doesn't work. This show and Destroy but this show more specifically has the most tell your sister she's a bitch and to get out of the room. We're talking about dude stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, can you blow feathers off your body? Because you're a man. You have he, him pronouns.
And it's literally called dude,
like,
what would happen, you know?
Yeah,
so.
It's not called bitch, what do you think?
Yeah.
It's called dude, what happened? And I'm like, bro, turn this shit off. I was like so ready to kill you, White. I was like, this is crazy.
You should eventually.
This should have been the first only man episode of Cartoon Buffoons. I should have just fucking called out. This fucking sucked. It was like I wasn't expecting it to be so general. They're like, oh, how they mean dude as like just like these guys are bros, but like no, it's not just that they're broy. Like this shit is like so gendered, and I'm like, fuck. Because like if this came out like on Nickelodeon, there would have been a token girl on the team.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just three dudes who I wouldn't trust with my drink at a party being annoying as fuck.
But they, if there's a girl in the party, she would be like the tomboy though. Like that's the.
Yeah. I only hang out with guys because girls are nothing but drama. Like
that was there's literally a girl that was like that in an episode of Destroy Build Destroy that I watched.
Oh yeah, and I got some takes on that, but yeah. This was the thing is though, there's not even like. They're not even asking good questions on the show, which blew my mind. Like Mythbusters, like, oh, they ask, hey, whoa, do you think a piece of candy that was like the size of a wrecking ball could break a house? And I'm like,
I came to that realization watching the show that I was like, this isn't fucking Mythbusters. Mythbusters is literally trying to bust myth. Like they are trying to be like, okay, here's this thing that exists in pop culture or in the zeitgeist or whatever. Let's test to see how real it is, you know. And then like going through like sort of rigorous semi-scientific testing for it, and like that's the fun, is that you maybe learn a little bit, like 20%, but then the other 80% is seeing the execution of this crazy idea. Whereas like this, they are literally just like, what if a stupid thing happened? And then a stupid thing happened. Yeah,
I think that's what Kid Me never realized. I saw this show and like feeds them. I'm like, oh, it's like Mythbusters because they're solving myths. They're not solving shit. They're not solving anything. Their big myths are, can we? I think I saw the same episode as you, where like they transform their car into like a fish tank. Because so I seen it. And then the one after that is fucking. Oh, how can we make a penguin fly? I'm like, okay, that's an interesting idea. I was like, wait, I hope they don't mean they're going to fly an actual penguin because I feel really bad. No, it's just like a plush fucking penguin that sounds like a monkey.
Right, yeah.
But, that's the secret sauce. I think what made Mythbusters so fun is that you kind of learn with the show. It's because it's on Discovery Channel. It's got that element of teaching, and like understanding why this is happening or why this doesn't happen. That's fun. Yeah, it's edutainment, but you don't think that because it's like, what if we could curve the bullets like in Wanted or whatever, or what if the milk exploded? Yeah. But here it's like, what if? How do we make a fucking what would happen if we skewered a fucking ice cream truck? It's like that's not okay. You fucking.
That's not a question, bro. Yeah. Like you're letting the intrusive thoughts of an idiot win. Also, if I could just be mean and cruel really quickly, I have a question. Could they not cast anyone funny?
No.
They got the kid that thinks he's the funny kid in class who isn't cracking the top 5 to be on the show, all 3 of them. Like the kid like this, the kid who like makes a joke and looks around with his arms out and no one's laughing. Like these motherfuckers are not funny. They're not entertaining. And I think when I take over, we will be imprisoning them in Guantanamo Bay. Yeah. Like I just these guys are evil. Like
I did see some comment. I love reading the comments on YouTube. First of all, this is related to Destroy Build Destroy, but I posted a screenshot last night when I was watching that of somebody being like, the show saved my life back in 2009.
dude, it probably shouldn't have. You should have let the darkness win. You should have let the darkness win, dude. I'm so serious. Like,
it should have been the show.
But I saw there's a couple girls who were like, oh man, CJ, he was so hot when I was a kid because he had long hair. And I'm like, man, That's it. He looks like a shaved bonobo. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Like, I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
That's the thing. It's because, it is weird, sometimes, growing up and then people...
Also, Jackson is the one with the long hair, not CJ. Come on, White, lock in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the names on Wiki. I have no idea who is who. I don't know. Has there been a sitcom character or whatever that you saw and were there, you had a crush on, whatever, as a kid?
A few, yeah. But this isn't a sitcom, and no one in the show is entertaining.
Sure.
And I hate them all.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but that's what I was saying before, is that I think it is closer to being a sitcom than it is being a reality show.
But there's no through line.
Oh my!
They're just doing shit.
Yeah, it's 7-minute episodes basically. They just every 7 minutes they're like, "No, we're doing this stupid thing." One of them was "Oh yeah, we got to get a good outfit for the beach, so let's just dump shit on us." They just get a white shirt and white pants, and then dude, what would happen if ice cream was poured on us? It's just that's not a thing. You can't test that.
So I don't know. So I watched 2 episodes of this because I was trying to watch a third and I gave up.
Me too.
So the first episode I watched was the car. The second episode, they start off the episode. I guess they started this with season 2 or whatever the hell. They had a kid video call and be like, I'm always late to school. Can you guys help me? It's they got kids in this shit. They're just asking kids for questions. But I will say, I thought about this literally just now. Maybe this show is actually future thinking. Maybe this show's ahead of something. The more I think about this show, the more it just comes off as a fucking Mr. Beast video. There is
yeah, it does. That's right. It does feel like a fucking YouTube video. It
feels
so...
like fucking goddamn $1 car versus $10 million car, and
right, yeah.
But dude, I think another thing that boggled my mind, it made me stop for a few minutes, is I can't. There is a fucking bit where they're lifting off the sumo wrestler, and oh my god, we're gonna get 350 balloons on him, and there's this riff. They have these guitars nah, 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 and all that stuff while this show's playing, because of course for boys, and the riff they played there, I was like, wait a fucking minute, that sounds familiar. And I don't know why this took me 5 minutes and just so obsessed with it. Was that this riff just sounded exactly like the fucking riff for New Noise by Refused. And I was like, what the? They're making rip-off Refused and Slipknot riffs for fucking Dude, What Would Happen? Okay, go off. But what the hell?
Yeah, the YouTube point is so astute because I was thinking it's like the same thing as those videos where it's like I got into a a scissor lift and dropped a watermelon from really high up. Like that's not a
The thing
fucking...
the thing is though, at no point do they do anything as cool as that. Like I agree, so use it right.
Yeah.
But at no point do they do anything even slightly like viscerally like worth it because the way the show is edited and cut is so bad that like if you guys go, oh, we throw a wrecking ball to a house, I'm like, I'd watch that. Just show it. And it has 4 billion cuts, and we cut back to these 3 fucking idiotic motherfuckers' faces the entire time. If you don't just show me the fucking thing happening, like, I think it's just, I can't believe I'm saying this. This thing is actively worse at being Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast. Like, it's so dog shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think what makes it even worse is that the bit, because they'll constantly cut away from the thing to be like, this just happened, and I can't believe it. CJ did the unthinkable. And it's like, they're talking to you like you're 8. They're literally looking down. Like, most of the time, the camera bits, when they're talking to the camera, are looking down. So it's like I'm a little fucking kid being talked to by a fucking teenager who's just saying babble.
Also, it gets worse. Also, the opening for this show pisses me the fuck off. Like this, yo, let me tell you what, man. My friend CJ, he's the coolest dude in the fucking world.
It shows him doing uncool things. Like
it's just him just being like, Jackson, he's the funniest, wildest guy you've ever met. Ali isn't like, yo, no joke. I'm going to kill myself in front of you guys and change the relationship forever. I'm going to just change and make a new relationship. Please shut the fuck up. I was so livid watching this show. This is like the least fun I've had. Like I think Other Siders is worse because it was boring and put me to sleep. This show had me livid. I was ready to burn someone's house down.
And there's a lot of episodes of this show.
Dude, there's so many, bro.
So
I was like, I noticed this after 9/11, right?
Yes.
But if this dropped before 9/11, I'm like, they got a point. Like low key.
Yeah.
this
now,
is
you're
so
watching
bad.
this and you are retroactively like they had a point.
If this is what American culture is, get rid of it. Now,
we are the great Satan. That's
it's so bad.
But yeah, this this show sucks. What else is there to say?
Nothing.
Let me check my notes.
Put those away now.
Oh, I had a real fucking issue with one bit where they're like, okay, I thought this bit was kind of interesting. Where they're like, all right, what if we made things that are supposed to fly in all these cartoons and stuff, but they don't fly in real life? They're like, okay, we're going to try and make this carpet fly. And I think this is when the show really fell off for me. Because they're like, all right, what if we made a carpet fly? I'm like, okay, what are they going to do? They're going to put on like a zip rope? Or are they going to put it on like a fucking thing? No! What do? They build a big fucking ramp, all sit, like each take their turn sitting on the carpet, push it down the ramp, and see who can go the farthest in the pool. The farthest one is fucking Jackson. He goes 4 fucking feet, and what happens? The fucking carpet goes straight down off of the ramp, and he just jumps off it. He didn't fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
not
rip-off.
even close to. Yeah, not even kind of like what
I love that. That's when the integrity of what would happen.
Well, because for the first episode, they're like, all right, they appealed to me. My favorite drink of all time is lemonade. And they're like, what if we fill up the trunk or the front with lemonade? And they drove through, and I was like, that's badass. And then
something about the sentence of, let me just clarify. My favorite drink of all time is lemonade.
I love lemonade.
It's
That's
killing me. You're so funny.
The southern blood running through you. The southern,
Yeah. But, yeah.
Okay.
Slop.
Yeah, this show is bad, and I truly think anyone involved with it, you got to be locked up, bro. I'm a prison abolitionist. We got to lock you up. We have to put you in jail. Also,
the flying carpet is not from a cartoon. You know, it's from like 1001 Arabian Nights.
Yeah,
but,
Oh,
you know.
by the way,
not
if
to
you
these
want to
fuckers.
see them dress up in Arabian costumes,
right?
check out that episode.
I'm not sure.
Don't.
All right, what we said all we could say. I can't talk about the show anymore. I'm gonna
Okay, we got it. All right. So, what is your relationship with? I'll start with you, Isaac. What's your relationship with Andrew WK?
Okay.
The musician.
So I first found out about Andrew WK through this show because he's the host and everything.
Okay.
I first found out about him through this, and then I found out because I was obsessed with Wikipedia that Andrew WK is
Right,
actually a
me
musician
too.
and stuff like that. And so I listened to his first album, like, I think it was his first album with, like, Party Hard and stuff. And I was like, hey, he's not too bad. It's not really my thing, especially not nowadays. But, I respect the guy. I think he's fun. I'm probably one of the only guys that actually was kind of happy to see him on stage when they announced Rage 2. While everyone in the crowd was pissed off that they had to see Andrew WK. I was like, I like Andrew WK. I don't have an issue with him.
Yeah. Is that it?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's
Sorry. Sorry, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
How about you, Morgan? What's your relationship with Andrew WK?
I think I think I Get Wet is one of my, like, a really fun album. I think the album cover is good. I think it's really good. I have a lot of thoughts about the album. I think it's a neat one to think about. I think Andrew WK has also done some really weird things.
Okay.
For example, he has an album that's just like, that's only in Japan. That's a cover of a bunch of Gundam songs.
That's pretty
I'm
good.
not kidding. Yeah, he covers fucking Char the Great. Isn't that insane?
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think while Andrew WK has an album I like, and he does do some cool stuff like the Gundam Project and stuff like that, he is a lame-o. He is a loser, and not like in the traditional sense, which is the sense that he won't say no to doing anything.
Right.
And the motherfucker really needs to start.
I mean, he is the host of a Cartoon Network show for 4 seasons, so clearly he won't say no to anything.
Yeah. This, like, I was watching this with my brother-in-law last night, and he said this should have made him realize that Andrew WK is kind of lame. And I'm like, yeah, I can't really argue with that. Like, this is just kind of true,
You subjected Brandon to this?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, fuck those motherfuckers, dude. If I gotta watch this shit, they gotta watch it too. Like,
I mean, Allie did make us watch a 3-hour-long Phantom of the Opera movie, so, the other night.
that sounds fucking awesome. I don't know, but yeah, this made me realize Andrew WK kind of lame, dude, kind of lame.
Great. Yeah, so I also didn't know who the fuck Andrew WK was until the show came out. And I was like, who's this guy? What is it? And then, like, obviously later on in history, I feel like 2010, around that time, when the internet was at its corniest, was when, boom, I figured out, like, him beyond, like, oh, that's that guy from that show. And, going back and watching the show, I think you have the argument that it lasted the longest because it was the most solid kind of original premise.
Yeah.
Compared to some of the other shows where, like, oh, we talked about what is it? We talked about Brain Rush. Oh, that's just Cash Cab. Other side is, oh, that's just Ghost Hunters. Oh, the fucking dude, what would happen? Much, much, much worse version of Mythbusters. But this, like, I can't really think specifically of any show that has the same structure of, like, getting, like, junk cars and things like that, like boats or whatever, blowing them up and then putting them together in order to be, like, a vehicle for, like, game show things. And I think it's maybe too complicated of a premise to, like, last, but apparently it did last for multiple seasons.
So you, when you say complicated premise, I think that would be the case if the show wasn't not that at all.
Right.
This show is maybe faker than the other siders. Maybe faker than
Sure.
than like.
No. Well, I guess that's what I'm saying is that, like, it's too complicated to work in the reality of the show that they're trying to build, because there's no fucking way that these children are making, like,
well, yeah, no, they have
devices or like complex, like, vehicles.
Like, they have the builders, and I think the reason why the show lasted is not even like a quality to the show itself, but because it was this is, like, for lack of a better term, the marketing show.
Yeah.
Like this is the shit like this. Oh, guys, you know what? Isn't it cool that like the guys from our live action Ben 10 show was going against the live action Scooby Doo cast?
Okay.
Or isn't it cool that like we have WWE people on here? And like, oh, guys, look, it's Gravedigger from Monster Jam. Like the show is like they were probably getting paid by other people from the NFL, other stuff, to pay to be on this show. This show did not last from any quality of itself, but because people were paying to be on it to market their show to kids, or their product to kids. Like,
so I have some questions about I have some complaints, I guess, about the structure of the show. So, you know, they'll be like, all right, you got to destroy, like, here are your items that you have to destroy before building. And most of the time they offer like, all right, do you want C4 explosives, a giant wrecking ball, or 4 Italian guys with hammers to fuck it up? And like, I don't know why they even bother with the destroyers as a fucking... I mean, I guess they have to... They gotta spice it up a little bit because, like, the optimal thing every single time is to just be like, yeah, put C4 in it and explode it. Like, that's... It's literally an explosion. That's never not gonna be the best way to fuck up a car or whatever. So...
Yeah,
right?
no, I think the destroyers are only, they're the silly option. I feel like it's just you know, the kids are like, oh, let's see these guys destroy this car, and they do some damage. To be fair, like the one time I saw them do anything, they did rip off the doors and stuff and all that. But it's clearly definitely like, oh, they definitely also had some shit in the background. Like they probably had some fucking goddamn other car, but like. Maybe this just is a detriment to, maybe it's just a detriment to, you know, just how dumb I am. Maybe I am just daft a little bit. I kind of like the show. I definitely agree that this is just like the most marketing-filled thing ever. They'll be like,
oh, I think it's
half the
by far the best show of
that
we've watched from Seeing Real.
God damn, like you'll have like.
Okay, what's better than? Tell me right now, what is better than this? Morgan.
Probably Brain Rush.
That's not true.
No, because this show is so annoying.
Okay, well,
Andrew WK is screaming the entire time.
That is true.
The kids are screaming the entire time. The cuts are loud the entire time.
But
everything's annoying. Nothing's fucking happening.
You do get to see a car get fucked up sometimes.
Oh my, Wyatt! Cool. I'm not a toddler. I'm not a fucking toddler. Who's like big explosion.
You get to see badly edited cuts of fucking roller coaster footage. That's better than a car blowing up.
Nigga, it's literally the trivia. Literally, sometimes answer a trivia question, go, oh, I know that is fun to some degree. Destroy, Build, Destroy is nothing. Because the thing is, though, it's so stupid. Also, can I just say, I know we just talked about them before. The Dude, What Would Happen episodes of Destroy But Destroy are the worst television.
Okay.
Because the show, the Destroy But Destroy is already loud and annoying. When you add those 3 fucking jamokes in, it is maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I will say. They are screaming so loud. And I'm like, this is annoying as shit.
The first episode that I saw of Destroy But Destroy for this time was the cast of the second Scooby-Doo live-action movie, the Cartoon Network one, versus the Dude What Would Happen guys. And I already had bad, like, mojo with it, because I was like, man, these guys really are loud and annoying. Like, I do agree.
It was Wyatt. I don't care how bad Brain Rush was. That one episode is enough to make me say this show should be killed. It was the most aggravating 20 minutes of my entire life.
You do get to see a car get exploded sometimes, which is pretty.
Dude, cool. I'm going to explode you in my fucking mind if you don't shut the fuck up. Look, I'm going to kill you.
To be fair to Wyatt, I mean, if you want Brain Rush, just watch Cash Cab.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, Cash Cab is actually a good show.
But the thing is, though,
but if you're like a 14-year-old and it's like, look, I don't see enough explosions in my life, so I just need this. I need this hit. Like, just give this to me.
Sure.
Dude, if you don't go on fucking like go on the internet and look up explosions and execution videos or something.
Yeah. That's the thing is that. This was the time period where kids were just going online and watching snuff films. So that was like, you know, the innocence had been destroyed. Like they're not they aren't watching these game shows. They're watching, yeah. But then again, like, I was talking about this with a friend, as I was explaining to him that this is what I was doing today. In saying that, like, man, like, because I wasn't really paying attention to Nickelodeon at this point, so I missed the, like, those sitcoms that people have a lot of nostalgia for, like iCarly and Victorious. They just completely passed me by to the point where, like, I will see, like, I wasn't the right age to, like, process iCarly as, like, a show that I would watch at that time. So when I see people talk about, like, dude, I used to have, like, such a big crush on, like, Sam from iCarly, it just is weird to me because my only experience with iCarly is as an adult, and I just look at her and she looks like she's like a 13-year-old.
A toddler.
So
Yeah.
That's just like, I imagine, like, it's fine to remember fondly a crush that you had, even if it's inappropriate now, but it's weird for somebody out of context to, like, be like, oh, you had a crush on this 10-year-old or whatever, like this character from, you had a crush on Dipper from Gravity Falls,
Wait,
like,
why is... this is a good point. Why are you bringing us up about fucking Destroy, Build, Destroy?
Well, I was just saying that, like, this was what I was watching during that period.
Okay. I will say, by the way, you said this show was, like, a creative. This actually is a ripoff of a show from Discovery Kids. I meant to bring that up. There's a show on the Discovery Kids from 2002 called Operation Junkyard, where they would go to a junkyard and build things for challenges.
But
it was
would they blow them
infinitely.
up? Would they blow them up? Then build.
I'm
then
going to
blow them
fucking.
up.
I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you.
I thought you were gonna say Monster Garage. I thought you were gonna say Monster Garage.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there are things that exist where it's like, let's build a thing. Like, whatever. Here's like battle bots or whatever. But
no. But, like, what I mean, like, literally, the Operation Junkyard show from Discovery Kids, they would, like, get two teams on buses to go to a junkyard where stuff was recently crushed or something.
A real junkyard,
and they would have to, like, build it. Like, it was, like, legit. They would get, like, kids who were, like, good at engineering and stuff. It was, like, actually intelligent children. Yeah. And I think that's, like, 1,000 times more interesting than whatever the fuck this is.
Of course, there's no way it's worse than this. Like, this is still terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's, like... I didn't want to kill myself watching it, unlike some of the other shows that we
I did watch. Oh man, I
want to say
I just think
another positive I just had off the top of my head is, I do gotta give him credit for having a reality game show taking place in the middle of a tokusatsu fight stage. Like, I feel like Kamen Rider was just filmed there.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, like fucking.
That, and you know why Tokusatsu is so good?
They blow up stuff. Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. That is the only reason. I was like,
I will say as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's like no solace in being the smartest one on the episode of Buffoons. Yeah. There's like no solace.
Yeah, you're completely.
I will say,
especially not this. Like, what do you? This is a fucking. Victory by like centimeters. So
when I was a kid, I was under the assumption that these kids got like really cool prizes for doing this shit. And then I saw the first episode, and they're like, each one gets $1,000. And I guess as a kid, I'd probably be like, wow. Now I'm like, $1,000.
No, me right now. Me right now.
Yeah. Like, the fuck.
Me right now, like that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a fucking. That's 12 cheeseburgers.
I also, and I thought about it in the first half, this show is also weirdly so deeply gendered. It's weird because there are girls on this show, but we're like this, haha, yeah, you guys won the challenge, and for your thing, you get to humiliate the other team by choosing what color they paint their stuff. Haha, we're gonna make you paint it pink and put flowers on it because being a woman is inherently weak. I'm too woke.
You guys are fucking gay.
I was watching this, and I was like, I'm too woke. I'm too woke for this. I'm your friend that's too woke. I can't watch this shit.
There was one episode where there was a girl that was like, I'm not really into shopping or like girly things like that. I'm like, you're fucking 13, okay? So shut
I'm
the
into shopping.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm too woke for this. Like, I can't watch these shows. I'm too woke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're literally that girl from the image of the friend who's too woke. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the friend of. every time Andrew WK hit the like alarm button on the megaphone, I was literally trying to carry him. Like I was like focusing and hoping he would burst into fucking flames.
I do like that he's wearing all white.
He always dresses like that. That's his thing.
Yeah, well, because he escaped from an asylum.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, these kids are like, all right, we just have to play along until, like, maybe we can have an escape halfway through this. So that's the real dark history behind Destroy, Build, Destroy. Created by Dan Taberski. Writer, director, producer, based out of New York City. Shout out to Mom Donnie. He's best known for hosting investigative journalism podcasts. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of this. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, dude. Listen. I don't like to talk about the production. Of shows I think should not exist and everyone should be killed. That was part of it. Yeah. So I feel like that's rude to talk about the production. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like I said, the production it literally is just fuck. We can't make a new show or we can't air these new shows or whatever until this writer's strike is over. So we have to push things ahead. Adventure Time was supposed to air in 2009.
Yeah.
Those episodes in season 1 were produced during 2009. So they were supposed to air at that point, but then, and same thing with regular show, presumably, but they just had to be pushed ahead. And this was kind of it as far as new shows this year. Cause I'm looking at the Buffoon list and it's this and the Garfield show and that's it. So that's what we would be doing next if it weren't for the holidays coming in clutch to delay the inevitable for a couple a month. And we'll start the new year with the Garfield show. Aren't you excited?
I will say before we wrap, 2007 to 2009 was a bad year for Cartoon Network, across the board, because we opened it up with the besides the writer's strike, but also we had the Moon and Knight panic, which is what caused a lot of the leadership at Cartoon Network to be in a little bit of hot water.
Yeah, was that 2009?
That's 2007. So it was the start before all this stuff started going crazy.
Yeah, I figured because I remember because it was in promotion for the movie. I remember the movie. Yes. When I was I remember it because I remember watching it on Adult Swim, when they would air it in the corner of episodes of
as a funny joke.
Yeah.
So but yeah, the Moon and Knight to produce to market the movie, they had a bunch of panels with little light up things of the Moon and Knights put around the city. The city of Boston thought they were all bombs.
Yeah, very stupid guys at the police at Boston were very stupid.
Yeah, and this caused a panic across the place. This was this. It got back to Cartoon Network. Millions of dollars had to be used because of all the things that happened. It was really, really bad.
Yeah.
And people contributed to a lot of the we should restructure and change some things around at Cartoon Network afterwards, which I don't know how much you can give to that, but it probably is to some degree because things did take a turn in a crazy way afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's so funny to look back on now. There's even a joke about it in new Aqua Team Hunger Force episodes.
Right. Well, it's just so stupid because they went into the cops, Cartoon Network themselves were hey, these aren't bombs. This is literally just a marketing stunt. And they were we'll see about that, Mr. Cartoon Network. And it's no, you fucking dumb assholes. It's a fucking marketing thing. And then they just kept on insisting. They just want to be important. That's the worst part. I mean, besides the police brutality, that's what leads to that is that cops just want to feel important, they're doing anything. So they just immediately double down on the dumbest dog shit, reasons to get angry at people or to arrest people, etc. And then this is just that perfect example of this. They have nothing going on. Nobody gives a fucking shit about that. If people are thinking about cops on the East Coast, they're thinking of New York, baby. They're not fucking thinking of
Boston.
Boston.
They're thinking of the other abusive police department in the world, dude.
That's
Fucking
what I'm
crazy.
saying. It's like when it's like they're not. They are. Nobody's thinking of them, so they need to do something really stupid and horribly, like ill-advised.
I will say
to
this
get
is
back
also
on the map.
This is also like the era of like right-wing anti-Muslim terrorism scares constantly.
That's true.
Where like they would take any opportunity to go, who's going to do a bombing and all this other shit. So like it was like the perfect storm.
Oh man,
it was like,
good thing that we're done with that era. Good thing that era is over and it's not happening anymore. So.
But yeah, this was Seeing Real. Wyatt owes me reparations for covering all
Right.
4 of these shows. I never want to talk about any of these things ever again.
Yeah, well, we do have more live action shows to do, but
yeah, but not these. If anyone tries to mention these shows to me in person, I will beat you the fuck up. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna just start beating you with my bare hands. Like,
yeah,
I'm a John Wick you. I'm gonna do the John Wick leg trap and then shoot you in the head like he did that guy in his house. It's gonna be fucking over.
Isaac, do you have anything like final thoughts or anything on Destroy Build Destroy?
I get. No, not really. I mean, I had fun watching it, but it was like honestly, probably a big part of it was I used to watch this as a kid, and it was fun then, so it's still kind of fun now. But I definitely wouldn't I haven't watched this show in years before. I probably won't watch it again. But it was nice to go back to a show I used to watch and still be like, that was the show I watched. Unlike fucking dude, what would fucking oh my god.
Yeah, terrible garbage.
Yeah.
So my favorite part of it was when I was playing Dragon Quest II and not paying attention at all to my phone that was playing episodes of Destroy Build Destroy. That was pretty good. So yeah, good times.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's great to have you on to talk about some Seeing Real stuff.
I guess.
Yeah, we hadn't had you on since the Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel episode way back in the day at the beginning of the Buffoons, during those halcyon days of the 90s when every cartoon was perfect. And
before phones.
And, before things got too fucking
and participation trophies
with Marceline and Princess Bubblegum. But here we are talking about this shit. We're through the Seeing Real era. We only had to do 2 episodes about it. It's over. We can move on to Greener Pastures, which won't be for a while because, like I said, it's December now, so we got to do some holiday appropriate episodes. So
yeah,
let me think. So I feel like Hanukkah is first, so we got to do a Hanukkah thing first.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what to do for Hanukkah because there's not that many specials or whatever, like even like episodes from like other shows. I was like looking at a list and there just really wasn't that much. So maybe we will just say fuck it. You know what? Actually, that reminded me, because we planned to do 3 episodes of Seeing Real, and we only had to do 2 because 2 of the shows are just vanished off Earth. We actually do have a gap week at the end of November so that we can do a Thanksgiving thing. So that's, like, I remember suggesting, like, we should do Iron Giant because that always aired as a marathon. So fuck it. Yeah, let's just do that next week. That'll be a nice easy thing. Watch it over the weekend or whatever and then talk about it, next Thursday. Good times. We can't go wrong with that movie. So
no. Okay, Isaac, where can we find you?
Well, I deleted my Twitter, so I don't have Twitter anymore.
Okay, that's good.
I don't have Blue Sky because I always forget I have it.
Good call.
I'm trying to bring back my YouTube channel slowly and surely. You can find me on Dashpoint where I still only have 1 video, so you can find me on there. And all of that, but otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of detoxing for social media for the time being.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so find me on YouTube. Hopefully, I'll be back.
I'll probably put up the Hunters in Prime episodes.
Or that
on Patreon onto my Metroid channel. So if you guys want to hear Isaac talk about Metroid Prime Hunters or
Oh,
whatever
God.
with me than terrible game. You can listen to that, in the lead up to. We'll start posting them now because we only have 4 weeks until.
Hell yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Hell yeah! At the time of recording this, it's literally 1 month away, like less than a month now, 29 days away. But Morgan, where can we find you on the internet?
Hey, you can find me at. Sorry, I'm like sick as shit, guys.
Yeah. Girl
You can
Next
find
Door.
me. You can find me at Girl Next Vor. Thank you, my child. Mwah, little kiss on your head.
Yeah.
You can find me at Girl Next Vor on Tumblr. I post about Vampire the Masquerade and other nonsense like that. You can also find me at Girl Next Vor on Blue Sky. You gotta hurry because Andrew WK gave me a button and I click it and I'm pretty sure it's gonna blow up Blue Sky and we're gonna put it back together to build like a fucking a dildo or some dumb shit.
Cool Blue Sky, red sky.
You can also find me, and this is a new one. You can find me at Eidolon Playtest, where I am playing a character on their new miniseries. Eidolon Adult. If you want to see me roleplay, because I table about roleplay a lot. If you want to hear me roleplay and play a little character who has issues, then you can check me out on Eidolon Playtest Adult on Eidolon Adult. So that's cool.
Nice.
Wyatt, where can we find you?
Oh, over on Twitter and Blue Sky, Wasp Ranger, WACP Ranger. It's mostly stream of consciousness stuff, but I do sometimes post about videos I'm making and podcasts I'm doing. So go on over there, follow me if you want to check out my channel. You're probably listening to this on the channel, which is great. It's Only Magic. Check out some of my videos that I made this year. Good times. If you want to listen to more of this show and you want to donate some cashola to me, $3 is all you got to do, and you get next week's episode, which will be the Iron Giant. A week early. You can get it right now. Bam! $3. You get to listen to us talk about Brad Bird. And if you only got $1, that's fine. You just gotta deal with Wow Cool Robot, where we talk about every single robot in existence. And I think maybe we've talked about the Iron Giant. I don't know. There's so goddamn many episodes that I've forgotten most of what we've talked about on Wow Cool Robot. So go then check that out. It's a good time. But all right, again, thank you for coming on, Isaac. I'll see you again when we talk about Metroid Prime 3. And
Can't wait.
Join us next time, everybody, as we talk about the Iron Giant. See you there.
Goodbye.